called in
to Box and Brews, you might hear something
you can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use
smarts of these stuff.
because they know the brews.
And they know the box, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, because shit's not funny.
And save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
And
brews.
brews.
Bucks and Brews.
Bucks and Brews. Nick,
David.
we're trying to go weekly because we don't know what the spring and more will look like. So we are back today. I think I said on the last episode, I will not be drinking for the rest of the year at least. So I have bottled water from Primo.
Is that fancy water? Say,
Yeah, it's the bottled water we have downstairs for people that, need water after their sessions.
yeah.
Hi, Jeff.
I decided that we're gonna do a year in review.
Yes.
So I might as well get one of our sponsors. So went to the refrigerator and got Kitty Wampus soda. I'm gonna do the tart cherry soda, and I'm gonna do the cloud hopper cream soda.
Both
So-
excellent flavors.
Yeah. I was sitting here, I was like, I'm a little tired, and you're like, oh, are you gonna get a drink? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get one of these. So,
So-
cheers to this episode. We'll talk about it more while we're doing this.
Yeah, so we're going to hit a few things before we get into year-end reviews. So our episode last week, we had on Gary
Hall. Yep.
Hall. And he talked about, being a property manager and real estate investor and AI.
Yep.
So he turned us on to a program that could help us, cut up our videos into shorter hits.
Yeah.
A lot of people are doing that type of stuff. So I went and uploaded the I'm 18 Now What episode, which we did at the beginning of the year with Skylar.
Yeah.
And it came up with in the vicinity of
I think it was the top, right?
I'm counting rows.
Oh, gotcha.
38 videos.
Nice. Okay.
And I only did the first hour.
Wow.
So it scores them as well here. So this is like 62% score for, what you may be looking for. So it would be a lower performing video than the top few, which is 99, 98%. I posted the fatherhood one the other day.
Yeah.
So I posted like 2 from that episode, I believe. And then today I cut up the one we had with Mike Marin on talking about home care.
Sure.
And it came up with, I want to say 34 or so.
Wow.
And I uploaded the first one there, which was the respite care discussion.
Yeah. Yep.
That's almost a 2-minute video. It's an hour and 45-minute episode. It took probably 15, 20 minutes to cut up the entire episode into 34-ish videos.
Okay.
Which I think is great. So I have a lot of things I can post. So we are now paid with them, so we can, cut up some videos and upload them to TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, which we're going to be working on an Instagram Bucks and Brews account, our Facebook Bucks and Brews account that we do have. So we got a lot of fun things coming there. I'm really excited about it. You?
Yeah. Oh man, it's like it gives me energy to start wanting to grow more and more. Right. It's a good hobby for us. It's a good thing that we do. We enjoy doing this. I mean, dude, you and I have got over 5 years, right?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's a lot of fun.
But it doesn't seem like it's been that long, right?
It really doesn't.
Like it's so funny because when we do year in review, we always think back and it's like we just did Adam the Tent Guy, and I'm promising you're gonna tell me we probably didn't even do Adam this year.
We have not done Adam in like a year and a half,
right?
Or Jesse De Silva,
right? Which
we got to get them both back on.
We do, and but it's just fun to me because I like these things just stick in my like the OJ TJ ZJ that episode.
That's your favorite one, isn't it? Top 5.
It's one of my favorite things that have come of it.
Yeah.
But I will tell you,
we could do it better today.
All of me tells me that was one of our first episodes.
It was 2 or 3 months in.
Oh, say.
So we were not Bucks and Brews at that point.
Oh,
we were just talking financials.
That's like right. And then now it's just we're here 5 years, but like it feels like I just had this conversation, and I'll still say the same stuff today, right?
I will say shout out to Kristen, who I work with. She is now our moderator.
Oh, thanks, Mod.
I made her the moderator of our show because she's usually on here. So thank you, Kristen, for
They
that.
called him Jeffrey. Jeff, just to let you know, from now on, you're going to be Jeffrey.
So exciting stuff coming for us, I think, and we love your
Yes.
review. Worst part is I know exactly what you're talking about. Before I get into some of our stats, I want to talk about some of our stats over the last couple months.
Yeah.
I designed my first design from scratch.
Oh, thanks so much for the gift. Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Totally from scratch.
Okay.
And I'm so fucking excited about it.
It makes you feel great when you do.
Close your eyes and hold out your hand.
Say for $1. Holy shit. Oh, that's awesome. Oh,
How excited are you to use this?
and you did it. Is this glow in the dark?
That filament doesn't glow as much as yours does, but a little bit.
An IPA, a lager, Hefeweizen, a sour, a red ale, a cream ale, a bock, a goes, a Scotch ale, stout. This is fantastic. All right, episode's over. We're getting a cream ale. Hey, look, I got a cream soda, so I'm definitely doing it. It knows me. That is awesome.
You want the file?
Yeah,
I figured you would.
that is so cool. An IPA.
I designed it all on my own,
That
including the D20 itself.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. You've done way cooler things than me. That's
I was
so
gonna
cool.
do it in 2 colors.
Okay.
So this took me about 4 hours to print.
Okay.
2 colors would have taken 18 hours
Oh, geez.
and almost an entire roll of filament. And it would have dumped 150 grams.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, yep, 1 color, that's it. We're not doing more.
Yeah, say it doesn't feel completely heavy. Yeah, so like mine, I think we talked about it. Like mine, I did some parts for I designed it, but I took the old part that was metal and made it into filament, or made it plastic.
Right.
And they're using it at the bowling alley, which is fantastic. I bought a side by side, and so my brother comes over and he's like, "Hey, we can't see the mirrors when this is it, so I need spacers." And okay, it was really stupid. And you're better at it would have taken you 10 less seconds, but like, so I take a circle and I was like, okay, I need it to be 1.5 inches, and so actually everything's in millimeters. So I was like, whatever that equal. And the great thing is like AI will tell me the conversion in 2 seconds.
Oh yeah.
I was like, great, do that. I was like, all right, I know I can get a hole in here. And so I figure that out, figure out how to line it up, plop the hole right in the middle, boom, there, I'm good.
Is that Jeff?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jeff. We started Twitch before we were ready.
Yeah, let's say. And yeah, my third design, I needed a plug, so think about our microphone here. I needed a plug this big that would allow a hole to come through so that way I could run wires. And so I was like, okay, I can make it a little deeper, boom, call it a day. So making my own stuff is really fun. Like I like printing other people's ideas. They have great ideas.
Well, I've used templates to do stuff. Like I made some keychains for Jessica. I made some signs for myself or the business or whatever. But I've never made like a real model. So I was really proud of this.
That's
for
awesome.
those of you on TikTok. So, if you need a D20 that tells you what to drink, I've also been told by my friend Matt Furtaugh that I need to do one with liquor.
Liquor, absolutely.
And one for the Mormons. I need to promote it to the Mormons so they can figure out which wife they're going to be with.
Jeez.
Oh, that's a horrible joke, but I had to tell it because he did.
Say, oh, well, this is great.
And how great did that color turn out?
Yeah, and engraved turned out, like the color looks great. Oh, this is a great die.
Excited about it,
I
aren't you?
am. That's really cool. So hopefully we can bring that into somebody and see if they can use it.
Yeah, I think the next time we go to a bar.
Yeah, we just roll it.
I sent this to Nate, and this side was showing to him. I said, by the way, if we roll IPA, that means do over for us. He goes, I can't believe you put IPA on that. And I said, well, Nick likes IPAs. He goes, man, I knew there was something I didn't like about him.
Sick. Okay, so like, will I drink an IPA? Sure. Actually, so the reason I like IPAs, we were sitting on the boat, right? I was out in the middle of Lake Michigan sailing.
Mhm.
Like, great. I'd already drank my beers. So then I was like, all right, hey, do you want a Founders All Day IPA or like a Centennial IPA? And I was like, I want neither, but give me
But
all
I guess.
Right. It's 100 fucking degrees in the middle of the lake. There's, I need something to drink. And I was like, so I take an all day. And I was like, oh, this isn't horrible. But, and then all of a sudden, like the next one and the next one. And I'm like, all right, you know what? All days aren't that bad. But one thing I've always enjoyed like double IPAs, right?
Mhm.
So when it's bigger, stronger. One of my favorite IPA. I tell everybody, if you don't like IPAs, go drink a Zombie Dust. It's big, it's strong. You're gonna go, that's full flavor. You're gonna hate it, but then every IPA from there on out, you're gonna understand what flavor tastes like, right? And so that's the biggest key for me. Like stouts and porters, right? When I first started, it was like, oh, but you go get, a high proof stout, and then all of a sudden everything else, you're like, man, I get so much flavor out of this. I get so much out of
I
it.
think when you start drinking beer,
Yeah.
you always start with the normal shit. You have a Budweiser,
Yeah.
Miller, something like that.
Yep.
And you don't like a lot of the other stuff because you just don't have a flavor for it yet.
Right.
Like I hated stouts and porters. I'm like, who the fuck would drink that? You're like chewing your beer.
Yeah. And I'm like, I want it with a spoon.
I will take a porter over anything.
Yeah. Say, welcome to the big league.
I used to give the eye candy shit because he liked ciders before it was cool.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, that's dumb. Why do you drink that? I mean, this was mid 90s. And I love ciders now.
Yeah.
You learn to like different shit. So yeah, I was really excited that I came up with this. I worked on this for, I don't know, about an hour last night. And
Okay.
I printed it this morning when I was done doing commissions for other people. And
Yeah.
I'm really happy with how it turned out. I'm so happy.
That's good to say. It turned out great.
And I sent you that message, and you're like, great, let's see it. And I'm like, nope, I'm not showing it to you. You'll see it when you see it. Because even Dawn's like, she's like, why are you putting it in your pocket? I'm like, because I'm showing it to Nick on air.
I say, I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna feel this thing. I don't know. It was
You knew the minute it was in your hand, it was dice, didn't you?
right. Once I felt this, I was like, that feels like a die. And then say it's a 20-sided die. No, that's fantastic. So congrats, good for you, man. Did you put
Yeah.
this out there for everybody else?
What do you mean?
Did you put it on?
I have not put it on Maker
Make
World yet.
Make World.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have not yet.
Okay.
Because I didn't want you to accidentally see anything before you saw it.
Yeah, it's like I look up dice like all the time just to figure out what the new things coming
Right.
out. There's one that I'm gonna print. It's kind of fun. It like you fold it and
Mhm.
and it rolls, and I was like, I should probably just print one just to have it. So, but oh man,
Yeah, so really excited about that.
yeah, it's
So let's talk about some of our stats over the last month.
yeah,
Because we have a lot of listeners checking in from a lot of different places. So we obviously have the United States. We'll talk about that breakdown in a few. Canada, we're getting more listeners in, and used to be just in Ontario, which
Yep.
is close to us.
sure,
Now we've got some in Quebec and British Columbia.
okay.
So
I got a couple of friends that live out that way, so
Do you?
I'm hoping that's that. That'd be cool.
we usually get some listeners in Australia. Right now, they're all coming from New South Wales. Which,
Okay.
That's great. Usually we have some England. Right now it's coming from England and unknown. I don't know what unknown is, but that's fine. Whatever.
Glory, Man United.
We've had some Sweden and Germany. We don't have any right now.
Hmm.
As far as the rest of the world, we have some Finland.
Do you think Swedish fish come from Sweden?
I don't.
It's too bad.
That's a missed opportunity. We have some listeners in Singapore. We do pretty well in Asia, honestly.
Yeah, I say, which is great.
We have one in Ireland, and Tanzania.
Okay.
And then when it comes down to the U.S., what do you think our most popular state is, Nick?
My hope would be here, Michigan.
Michigan is typically number 2.
Really?
Yes.
Is it Chicago? Because you talk about or Illinois? So I guess.
It is not Illinois. Usually we only have a small number of people in Illinois.
All right. My next guess would be Texas.
Texas is up there, but I don't think it's that high.
I have a bunch of friends in California.
California is the one.
Oh, that's great.
So California is always killing it.
Okay.
Number 2 right now is Michigan. New Jersey's checking in at 3.
Okay.
Then we have Georgia.
I'm trying to figure out. I appreciate everybody in Georgia. I don't know if I know you in Georgia.
I know one person in Georgia.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah.
We have some Illinois.
Yeah.
New York is next with Virginia.
Okay.
Then Massachusetts, Florida, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Texas, Vermont, and Washington.
Okay. Well, we appreciate all of you guys.
So
That's fantastic.
yeah, thanks for listening to us, guys. We'd like to be bigger.
Yeah, of course.
We have a decent listenership. We're hoping to grow it. Obviously, this will never be a full-time job. Dawn was asking me that one day, and I'm like, to be a full-time podcaster, you have to have a name.
Right.
We really don't.
Well,
But we should be able, I would think, to monetize at some point because we have great content.
right. Well, and I think, for us, we know for a fact that we are not business professional, right?
Right.
A, we curse. B, we don't have a script. We go off on tangents like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
And, we know our flaws. So knowing our flaws and saying, hey, all right, we're 5 years in, we'd like to get more people. We'd like to maybe monetize, do things. That's why we talked to Gary and we got an AI thing, like literally that next day. We're like, yeah, okay, let's just do this, right?
Tangent time.
Yeah.
We have that college financing person that wants to come on.
Yes.
Does that Tuesday work for you end of the month?
End of this month?
Yeah.
What do you know what Tuesday is? It like
It's the last Tuesday of the month. A couple days before
the 30th? Yeah, actually that's open and I don't believe I might be on the road, but I'll take it from the road.
And I'm gonna see if we can do it earlier because I had said typically we do Tuesdays at 6.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna see if we can do it earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, I can take it from the road.
So yeah, I'll get back to her then.
There's a chance I'm going to New York. So.
Okay. And I mean, if we have to do something like that, it's fine.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit.
We've done it before.
We have, and we'll do it again. I mean, you did an episode in South Dakota.
And so South Dakota, I've done one in Florida, right?
I believe so.
Yes, I haven't done one in Texas, which surprises me.
It is a little shocking.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go back in the year here. Oh,
all right.
Not there.
Say,
and we do about 30 or so episodes a year.
Yeah, we try. I say we really try to do one a week, but
we try
with our life. It just dude in the red can get it. Thanks so much. Gosh, it's maroon.
You get a lot of love on here.
I do.
Yeah, thanks for all the likes, guys. Keep liking us. Thanks, Kristen, for doing that. And I still owe you another Lions keychain. I know. Hers broke.
Wait, people break keychains?
Happens. You do it all the fucking time. How many Bucks and Brews keychains have you gone through?
Dude, I stopped using them. I mean,
because you break them all.
I think like 5. Yeah. Like they get in my pocket, and it just must be like where I put my phone and like where it sits.
Shit doesn't break in my pocket.
I know. I say all over the place.
All right.
It's the beard. It's so funny. All right, I'm gonna put myself out there in a way. Check this out. I didn't like my beard's long, but I haven't measured it in forever.
Okay.
We should measure it, but look at this. This thing goes to the top of my head now, almost to the back. So, yeah, it got so much longer.
Ed says, "Cheers, Nick."
Cheers, bud. What are you drinking on? So Ed's my bourbon buddy.
Nice.
Yeah,
he has not gotten his T-shirt, Kristen, but I will give it to him.
Oh, and Ed, I got to reach out to you. Do you have any Weller CYPB?
Eagle
Clear.
Fresh.
Excellent, good choice, my friend. Cheers. I just need to try a sample of it so that I can. That's the last one I haven't had. I've had all the rest of them. I kept looking for a bottle, but I got busy because we were doing the thing. I didn't get to go bottle hunt, things like that. So,
did your friend ever get the Down East guava passion fruit?
No.
Shitty.
No.
I got to talk to Rishi next time I'm
Yeah.
up there.
Oh, sadly. All right. If you know of a place that has one or somebody that might want to do a 2-ounce trade or something, let me know. I just got some. I should have brought it in. I was going to drink liquor tonight, but
were you drinking a sponsor instead?
I absolutely
can't beat that.
We'll always do a sponsor.
I want to talk about the last episode we did last year before we get into your interview.
Okay.
It was with Northern Heritage guy.
Yeah. Which
I thought we gave him a winning idea.
We did. I thought.
But now he's on to other stuff.
Is he back to doing T-shirts again?
Yeah,
or something?
I think he's reselling stuff that he buys.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, that's fine.
Got on board with Gary V idea, right? Going places, doing things. We still follow him. We still do some things.
We should probably have him on again, see how it's going. We need to get Callahan Auto back on. They follow us on TikTok now, but the dude never messages me back. I got to get a hold of that guy.
He's a busy guy.
He's fighting forest fires.
I mean, dude, he was expanding. He was growing.
He owes us some fucking shirts. Is what I know.
That son of a, yeah. But all right, yeah, no, okay. I didn't. So that was our last one, was Northern Heritage.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought that Christmas store idea was a great idea.
it was-
and now they're coming out with Spirit Christmas, like Spirit Halloween. See,
Mhm,
we
mhm.
gave them that idea.
Hey, it's all us, baby.
Motherfuckers. They're not giving us anything for that either. We give up all these things for free.
Some of the comments were filtered. Turn the filter off. It's America over here.
I mean, if Kristen's filtering it, I'm totally
No, I
fine with
think
it.
it's
Yeah,
TikTok.
it's totally TikTok because they do
Yeah.
that shit. All right, so our first episode.
You can't spell the word gringo on TikTok
Oh, really?
because there's a hot dog place called Gringo Dog.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to ask the one guy and so finally I was like, gee, like I just kept, and he's like, oh, and I was like, yeah, because you can't say it. And I'm like,
Right.
white person word, like, yeah, so, and
So our first one was year in review,
yeah,
which did not do well.
no,
No, it was down 62.5% from our
normal.
typical downloads. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I mean that's fine. Maybe some people don't like our year in review.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's for us.
I want to remember what we did.
Yeah,
'cause
absolutely.
I forget it 3 weeks later. So we had that one. Then we had Skylar on. I'm 18. Now what?
Yeah.
Which that had a 12.5% bump.
Wow.
I thought that was a good episode. So when I first cut up AI for that, I only did the first hour of that episode,
Mhm.
and I don't think we hardly talked about anything Skylar related on what do I do now
Sure.
in that first hour, which again, we've worked really hard this year on trying to stay more on subject. Skylar's going to come back. I've talked to him.
Yep.
Um,
Well, that's what we were talking about. We know what our fails are.
yeah.
We just don't want to be that one that asks the exact same questions. What do you do? Tell me about your business. Blah, blah, right? Like,
So Dawn was on a podcast last week.
Mhm.
I listened to, I don't know, the last 15 or so minutes. And she thought it went great. He thought it was a fucking home run.
right.
And I said to Dawn after she got done, I'm not going to shout out the podcast or anything about it. I'm like, God, that was fucking boring.
Just say, yeah.
And she goes, what do you mean? I thought it was great. He asked good questions. I'm like, those were just the questions you ask everybody. There was no conversation there. There was, how did you get into your business? Where do you get your stuff from?
Mhm.
What made you want to do this?
Right.
They were just, questions you ask anybody. We don't do that.
We try not to.
I mean, we do have some of them. Hey, how'd you, hey, you're a property manager. How'd you get into that?
Right.
But then we, veer off into different things because we want to have a conversation. We don't want to just say, hey, how do you do this? Or, hey, how do you do that?
Yep.
So we're trying, to people listen to us. The ones that do listen to us because it's like talking to your buddy at the bar.
Right.
And that's what we want this to be like. We want it to be like talking to your buddy at the bar.
Yep.
So, I mean, my 2 cents. So we do have to get better on staying on track. And that's something that, we're working on. It's going to be a work in progress for us because we do like to go on tangent time.
Which hopefully with this AI, we can cut tangent time and make it tangent time for fun.
Yeah, no shit, right?
It's like my favorite. I
can literally tell it, find tangent time.
I think my favorite tangent time
Mhm.
was the fact that we were talking about the two brothers talking about Uncrustables.
Yeah.
And then you and I did the exact same thing. It was like, oh, I can definitely see how they would this tangent.
Yeah, because Don's sitting there going, why would anybody want to listen to this? And then we just went on a tangent about it. It's the same for that day. Please do it. Have one for me, Ed, because I'm not drinking for the next few weeks. I think I'm going to go till February, honestly.
Oh, really?
I'm not telling my wife that, but I think I'm going to go till February.
Support you in whatever decision you make.
I appreciate your support as always. After Skylar's episode, we talked about the TikTok ban,
Sure.
which wasn't an overly popular episode, but at that point, they were looking to get rid of TikTok in days.
Right.
And we thought we should talk about that. And then our next episode, which was, somewhat popular, was from TikTok. It was Mike Van Someren. First time you got to really talk to Mike. I mean, I shared some videos with you, but the first time you guys talked to him, so please, opinions.
Oh, I'm going to tangent time on this. All right. So
Please do.
Mike Van Someren. So David comes to me and he's, because I don't love to do political things, right? I'd rather stick to finance things. But Mike's he's a great communicator. He's running for political office. One of the good things so I talked to my nephew.
Yeah.
We went to his band concert and did this. So he wants to go into something political.
Okay.
And
And you're like, I know people.
that's what I told him. I was
Because
like,
you know him, you know Jim.
yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, I got to introduce you to my buddy Jim, who's been on 2 campaigns, I think. the Bush. I know Bush
It
was
was
one
on
of
the
them.
Bush re-election campaign in '92.
Yeah, and then there was another
He's
one.
done some smaller stuff. Yeah.
But I'm like, dude, this guy's he's done things. He knows how to get to places. He knows the right things to do. I was like, also, we've interviewed at least 2 people that have run or are running for political office of some sort. I was like, they're outgoing. Listen to their episodes. Do this. You'll
Yeah.
get to know things, right? I was like,
We're supposed to have Joe back on.
right. I was
He
like,
wants to talk ranked choice voting.
I was like, dude, this is exactly why we do this. Is for you, right? Like we do it for us, but like I want him to learn this stuff.
It seems Twitch is being dumb.
Okay.
I don't know what exactly that means. Oh, hi, Cryptic Crow. How you doing? That's one of our new followers.
Oh, hey, thanks for joining.
So Christy hopped onto TikTok instead.
Yeah. But yeah, so like right, like but being able to have Mike, hopefully before he gets, into office or
Yep.
when he's office. My nephew's coming up. He's gonna, he'll be a senior next year and he'll go into it. And he's diving all in for this. So and I'm
Great resources to have.
absolutely right. And we're small enough to where we can hand you those resources.
Yeah. Yeah. So anything else on Mike?
Well, I say just a stand-up guy. We've had him on twice now.
We've had him on
'Cause, look,
twice
that's
this year.
Yeah, that's how great like that conversation. I was so fearful of how boring that conversation might end up being,
And it totally wasn't.
and it absolutely wasn't. We aligned upon a lot of we made because right, like David, as much as I'll talk to you and listen to you, right? We don't align on things. Sometimes you can't see the other side of things. Sometimes I don't see the other side of things. Where it's like Mike was like, hey, but here's why this. Here's this. Think about that. Yeah, I understand. And here's where we are, right? And he's willing to listen. Now it's a matter of what he votes, right? Like, and things like that. Hey, say, I want to have an open, educated conversation with people who are willing to say, hey, maybe you didn't think of this side. Maybe you didn't think of this part.
Yeah, we're going to be wrong on things.
Absolutely.
It doesn't necessarily mean we're going to change our minds, but we're going to be wrong on things.
Right.
And learning is what gets you better. So after Mike, I was a little salty.
Okay.
We talked about our annual reviews worth it because I fucking hate the annual reviews. You should see what I filled out this year because I was so pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to everybody on the on-base team at work. It seems a lot of you listen to us because I got that yesterday. My boss was in the office.
Yeah.
So she took her headset off so we could say hi to somebody on the on-base team. And they were talking, oh, yeah, somebody brought up in a meeting that they listened to you. And I'm like, oh, you mean they listen to me shit talk my job? And my boss goes, everybody around me can hear you. I'm like, oh, like that would stop me.
Say, yep. No.
So we talked about whether annual reviews are worth it. I don't really remember a lot of that, but I can assume that
First, I
they're
forgot
not.
to ask you about Empower.
Yeah, that's actually for Christian. It's not Empower. It's Encore points. Christy, you need to help Kristen with Encore points. For everybody out there that's listening, it's boring to you. I'm sorry. Points that we get at work for stupid shit. They're getting rid of that program, so you have to use them.
You have to use them or lose them. Yep.
Yeah, basically.
You have 100,000 points. What can I get? Sounds like a lot. I can give you one logo golf ball.
Even better, we can give you a thing that sticks into your computer that you can put your iPods into.
Say nice.
So dumb. Anyways, so yeah, annual reviews. I'm sure I was down on them because I think they're stupid for the most part. Because what are you going to say in that?
Nothing
I suck at my
changes.
job.
Nothing ever changes.
No,
right?
Nobody's fixing anything.
And one thing that we talked about was right. It always sucks when you walk in and your boss goes, "Hey, I can't just give you all fives."
Right?
Why the fuck can't you? If I'm good at my fucking job and
Well, I think that's where it came from last year because I didn't get exceeds expectations for the first time in a long time.
Yep.
And the answer was, well, we gave it to too many other people. It doesn't mean shit to me.
Right. Like
I don't give a fuck who you gave it to. I exceed expectations every fucking year. That's how this goes here.
right. I'm fucking great.
So yeah, I was pretty pissed. After that, we talked retirement and housing talk. I don't remember that one. I think I've uploaded that one twice, honestly, Nick.
Okay.
Because the very next day I uploaded home and retirement talk with a special guest.
Okay.
So I think that one got uploaded twice. That you had the greatest look on your face when you saw who was here for that episode.
Oh yeah. See, that was with our our friend Marv.
Yes.
So yeah.
Marv came in and we talked to him and we just referred to him as special guest. So if any of his, family was listening, they
Yeah.
wouldn't know it was him.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to go back and listen to it, but if they do, whatever. I mean, I told his daughter, Jenny.
Sure.
So, and that was a great time. We need to have him in again because he was so much fun.
To see an update on what he chose to do, how it's working out.
You were so happy. So if anybody's ever watched Parks and Rec, there's a scene in Parks and Rec where Ben and Leslie are getting each other gifts for their anniversary. And Ben's like, "Oh, I hit it out of the park this year. I will not make that stupid face because she always gets me the best thing and I make a stupid face." And at the end, she gave him the Game of Thrones throne. And he made that stupid fucking face. That's the same face you made when you saw Marv. You were so fucking. I've never seen you with that kind of joy on your face just from seeing someone.
Yeah, I generally tell people, like all of our viewers and things like that, if you ever see it, like the first time meeting Nelson, right?
Yeah.
Like, hey, he's like, "Oh, I know you and you don't," and I'm like, "Dude, this is awesome."
Yeah.
Like, this is what I get crap for on social media because people are like, "Oh, you share far too much," and it's like, I want you to know who I am.
Yeah.
I'm the same person, right?
Mhm.
Like, I want to know you. I want to shake your hand. One of the best things I ever heard from somebody who is a piece of shit was he said, "Hi, my name is," and if you don't know me yet, I'm sorry for that. But like that stuck with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was like, that's right, because I need to be the one to make that connection, right? I think, I say seeing Marv, I haven't seen him, hadn't seen him in forever, right?
Yeah, since we coached.
And I get updates from you and stuff like that, and I'll wish him happy birthday on Facebook or do whatever, but it's to actually see him and physically be able to be in the same room was awesome.
Just genuinely one of the nicest people that I know.
Very much.
Just a genuine man and
Way better human than you and I.
100%. Like
Mhm.
he is one of my favorite people on earth.
Mhm.
So I was really happy to be able to bring that one.
I should have brought him out to be a coach with me. Said he owed me.
I mean, you could have tried, but
Yeah.
I don't know if that would have gone anywhere.
Are you going to coach with me again?
I will coach with you.
All right.
But same rules. I get to show up when I want.
Absolutely.
All right. After that conversation, we talked about breaking up the CPFB. I can't say it fast. If I try to, I just fuck it up. And what that means, which, again, kind of a political thing, but,
the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau.
Right. A government-run department.
Yep. And that one, yeah, so that was, it's stuff that we don't always see on a regular basis, right? But they're going in, they're doing their audits, they're doing stuff like that. It's not the IRS, but, if you're claiming financial stuff, they're going to go in and take a look at that, right?
Yeah, they're trying to help consumers.
Yep.
And it was one of the departments that Musk wanted to get rid of so fucking badly because he doesn't want consumers protected because he's a shitbag.
Right.
And, unfortunately, they did a lot of cuts there. I mean, they've done a lot of cuts to a lot of government departments.
I just watched a video right before we got here in Michigan, just voted down $650 million of already allocated funds. And
didn't vote down, just they're not
renewing.
They're not distributing it. It's already been approved. They're just not going to give it.
Yep. So we'll figure out what that comes in. Maybe that'll become an episode.
Thanks to Matt Hall. He can go fuck himself. So after we talked about the CPFB, God, I can't do that fast. One of our most popular episodes of the year, which is shocking to us.
Yeah.
It was the baseball episode 2025.
Yeah.
We always try to have Mike, David, and Daniel in for that. It's always a great time, great talk. We did lunch afterwards. I love talking baseball. We did. We went to Broadleaf.
We did.
We did, yeah.
Oh, it's so weird because we've done it for a couple of years now. That's on us.
Yeah.
Hmm.
No, whoever thinks we're bullying can suck it. It's the Musk comment I made.
Oh. So we're not live for 10 minutes?
No, I think we're still live.
Gotcha.
I don't think they're letting anybody else. Kristen, let me know if we're still live.
Maybe they can't comment. But anyway,
Maybe.
So we we do this episode every year. We're still live, Jeff said.
Thanks, Jeff.
We still do this, and It's an episode that we ask new trivia. We get new people, but every year they always have their parents somehow visit them every time that we're here.
Literally, we try to book it at a time they're going to be free, and the day before the episode, mom and dad are like, "Hey, I'm coming to town."
Yeah, and it's not like they come to town very often.
No,
right?
because they live up in the middle of nowhere,
Right.
way up north.
And so just like the past like 2 or 3 years, they're like, "Yeah, hey," and it's like, "Wow, really? Like this
Yeah.
one time you choose?"
Yeah.
So maybe we don't share it on Facebook so they
Yeah,
know what day we're doing an
it'll
episode.
just be a surprise.
Yeah.
They'll still come that day. Yes, I do have to watch certain words, but he's still a shitbag. So after the baseball episode, which I think we all picked the Dodgers to win.
We did.
Shocking. We had the first time we had on Whiskey Juan.
Yes. So Jeremiah, fantastic guy. He has. I have a sponsored beer in my basement for both of us. That we have to do whenever you're
He
back
has
to
to
drink.
come in
Okay, yeah, I say, and
because he did this on Zoom, which is fine. You can do an episode with us on Zoom, that's fine. But he needs to come in.
yeah, I say, but yeah, I say it was.
I called a bad person a shitbag.
Yes. Person that started a car company.
No, he bought a car company.
It's like-
He's never started anything in his pathetic fucking life.
He started drama.
He starts drama.
But yeah, so having Whiskey One on, that was, I love talking bourbon, so,
Absolutely.
and how to start a YouTube channel, and
We definitely need to check in with him again.
Yeah.
I want to know how that's going.
let's do it.
After that person I just mentioned, Elon Musk and current events.
I love TikTok Shop.
I buy a lot of TikTok shop.
I actually do. Dude, I tell you about that? Talk about my TikTok
Tangent
time. So Black Friday / Cyber Monday, that
Yeah.
whole weekend, Sunlu was running filament
Oh, yeah.
on good clearance. So
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm going to buy it.
I got it from them and Creality, but go ahead.
Okay. So I load up my cart, do all this, and I go to check out, and it says unable to do whatever. On it, so every day I try. And
Yeah, you were having problems. I remember that.
I could save $15 if I paid with Venmo.
Yeah.
I'm like 15 extra bucks. Like that brings this so cheap.
That's a free filament and a half, basically.
Right. And so I was like, all right, so I'm going to do this. So I kept saying no. And so finally, like a few days later, after all the sales are gone, and even if it's in your cart, they don't keep the sale. So finally, I went in, I had to clear my cache on TikTok, and I had to clear my cache on Venmo or whatever. And then boom, magically, the payments went through. And I was like, come on. So I spent more money, but I got filament, so it's fine. But just frustrating.
Always.
And
Always.
And one of my filaments sold out. So that frustrating.
That is really frustrating.
Yeah.
So after Musk and current, do you have much to say about the Musk and current events?
Nope.
Nope, I don't either. Because I don't know what was going on at the beginning of April at this point.
He was,
But
he was the government.
yeah,
So,
basically, he was cutting shit that didn't need to be cut, and he was inflating numbers that
Yep.
weren't accurate. Normal Musk things. After that, we had how do I create an LLC?
Yep.
Did we have Mike on for that one? I think we did.
Mike.
Eye candy,
Oh, maybe.
because he had just created his
Well, that's-
LLC. Remember?
Yeah. Because he was going to do traveling trivia and karaoke.
Yeah, which
That's right.
we might do trivia this summer here at Break Room on off days.
That'll be fun.
So you and I both created LLCs. I mean, Bucks and Brews is an LLC.
Yeah, I say we had Gary. No, Gary created my LLC.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we have LLCs. How's that?
Yes.
And I think a lot of good information in that episode. I think there are a lot of good informations in many of our episodes.
Yep.
This next one we had was somebody that found us. It was George Attell. Talked about commercial financing. You were not a big fan on that one. You don't even remember it.
I remember being annoyed.
I think we only went about an hour. It wasn't.
Sure.
It was okay. This is not the one we skipped.
Because he'll finance kind of anything.
Yeah.
I say it was traditional commercial lending.
Well, and he does the one thing we hate guests do. He really wouldn't answer questions straight and honestly.
Right.
Like he would run around the question instead of just giving us the answer.
Right. And that's what we're looking for.
Which is that really pissed you off. So it was fine. I mean, he gave some information. Nice enough guy. Just it wasn't really for us.
Yep.
The next episode we talked about vending at Two Guys Brewing. We did a 3D event there where we sold our 3D stuff.
We did, yeah. So that went okay.
Yeah.
It was probably one of my better ones.
Yeah, you sold several things. I sold a decent. I think that was my best show this year.
Yeah.
No, I think the Granville Market ones.
Okay.
Were, but that was a really good one.
Yeah.
And
they gave us free food, which was
free
amazing.
food and a free spot. I mean,
Yeah.
Amy let us come in for free and do that. Which I thought was great.
Tom and Amy are good people. So
Very good people. They've been doing food for the community for the last like 3 or 4 weeks.
that's amazing.
And I just think that's awesome. We actually decided every session that was booked on Giving Tuesday, we would give $5 from those sessions to them
To feed people
because of
Nice.
them feeding people. So yeah, that great company. If you're in the Wyoming area, go to Two Guys Brewing. Good food, good beer, good people. In May of 25, we talked about life updates. I don't know what the fuck was going on. Do you?
No idea what was going on in my May.
I bet it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Just I couldn't tell you
It's
specifically.
about us, so
Yeah.
it's got to be good.
We do a lot of those episodes every year, probably 3, 4.
Yep.
I guess that's a lot. After that, end of May, we talked about more tariffs.
Yep.
Nick, are you a fan of the tariffs?
No, never. I mean, I believe that, the problem is it always goes back to the consumer.
Mhm.
And I can't say we don't need some type of tariff, right? And the money's to help it. If the money was to help the seaports and the ports and updating and doing these things, but the problem is that's owned by businesses, right? It's not owned by governmental things. So, I don't see the reward from what that's happening. I just see how crappy it's been for everybody having to spend more money.
Well, the idea behind the tariffs was, well, if you charge more to bring this item in from a different country, then we'll make it here.
Yeah.
The problem is we're charging more to like China for either cheap toys or electronic components or whatever it is. There is not infrastructure here to make that shit at an affordable price. So consumers are just going to pay more. That's what it is. And what did the rest of the world do? They stopped buying our shit. So like soybeans are rotting in fields because China's like, oh, you're going to charge tariffs? Fuck you. We're just going to buy soybeans from Brazil or wherever the fuck it was instead. And now we're giving money to farmers to bail them out because of shitty decisions made by game show host politicians.
Yep.
It sucks, but I mean that's the world we live in 2025, I guess. Hopefully things get better, but it's going to be a while.
Yeah. Well, and he knows that it's not working so much to where he wants to give $2,000 back to people.
Right.
Oh, here, tariffs are working this. I've spent well over 2,000.
Oh yeah. I mean, prices have just shot up.
Yeah.
And once they go up, Nick, do they come back down?
Never.
No, because now you're used to paying that. We're going to charge you more.
Yep.
After that, we talked about how to repair credit, which I think is a really important episode for a lot of people because, in the year of 2025, there are a lot of people that are in debt.
Oh, it's crazy.
And once you get bad credit, it's hard to fix those things.
That's one thing I like about TikTok is, because like you and I, our TikToks are pretty close.
Yeah.
You have your little offset. I have my, like I have bowling, you have Star Wars that come into your videos, right?
Yep.
And so, but
We
like,
both have people falling down.
right. We have, but we have,
I have a lot of animals.
we have
A
financial.
lot of financial stuff
Yeah,
for both of us
right,
that
like-
we share. And then we share the same thing back and forth. Like I will get a video 5 down from where I shared it with you. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, Nick finally watched the video I shared. He sent it back.
Right. And so, but like, or it's, yeah, I didn't even watch his video and I'm scrolling through my For You.
Yeah.
Right. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. And then I go watch your videos. Cause like, I'll do that. Depends. There's sometimes it's like, all right, you have, when you send me like 30, I'm like, fuck, all right, I'm going to go watch. Like, at least I know I have 30 videos that are going to be good that I can watch. Like, cool. Boom. Or if it's like, there's only a couple, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go watch some videos. And then I share it over and I'm like, damn, he already shared 2 of these with me. David's ahead.
By the way, fuck you, Christy. I fall down a lot.
David falls down a lot.
That one I shared with you the other day of the woman rolling over
Yes.
the seats.
All right.
First
So
off, I almost did that in Vegas at the Sphere, and I was sober. Second off, that would be me and you.
the only problem
Mhm.
is I swear it's like you and Dawn are sitting in the same room
Sometimes.
and both of you share the exact same video with me. So like I'll go onto Instagram, which I barely go on, right? Because I'm like, oh, I haven't checked this in forever.
Yeah.
And there's a video from David. There's a video from Dawn. I'm like,
Same fucking
Like-
video.
it's the exact same video. Like sent at almost the exact same time.
Imagine being our daughter.
Say, Yeah.
If I'm on a roll on TikTok, I'll send 30, 40 of them. When I go places,
Yeah.
like when I was in Vegas, Caitlin sent me like 50 in 2 days, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't catch up.
Busy, right? Yeah.
But yeah, we'll do that. It's mind numbing things that just it's something to escape with.
Well, but like I say we have like I'm so excited for an episode, but we also get guests. We get things like that. I'm so excited for one of the guests. It's late last night, midnight.
Christy gets the same videos from me, Dawn, and Caitlin.
Oh, nice.
Anyways, go ahead.
But I'm on, and I sent you a message that says we're gonna have this guy on.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden and I don't want to get too far into detail, but he's talking about.
Did you reach out?
Yes. So
Okay.
we have an open line of communication.
Okay, good.
He just said anytime. So, but like this guy's talking about some real estate and helping and what real, and I was like, this is amazing. Like,
Yeah.
and I was like, hey, what can I do as a landlord? And he's like, oh, it doesn't affect you. Like, does it? And I was like, great, let's go. So we'll have him on. We'll talk more about that. But like, that's what it is. It's plain and simple is we get people from there. We find topics we like. People post their debt. Hey, I'm $90,000 in debt. Had one bankruptcy before. It's like, all right, hey, if you want to come on, we'll definitely talk about it.
Oh, I tried to get that one debt lady on,
Yeah.
but she read my message and has not reached out.
Sure, which is fine. Some people don't want to talk about
And
it, right?
and that's fine. And maybe she only wants to do it on her own channel. That's fine. I mean, I think it'd be great content, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to force anybody.
Yeah.
So I told you this, but I'm not going to spoil it for everybody else. I reached out to somebody that's in the baseball community.
Sure.
Because I want somebody in the baseball community on the next baseball episode.
Yeah.
And him and I got an open line of communication. That's funny because
Thanks so much for the follow, Stephen.
he's a lot like me. He goes, have you seen my stuff? I'm like, yeah, don't worry, we align.
Very much.
And he's like, all right, I'm just making sure, because he doesn't want to talk to somebody he doesn't like.
Well, and like that's the whole thing. We'll get into one of the episodes because you had mentioned we didn't post one. We get people all the time that want to be on, and we get people, and it's hard. It's hard when you're a podcaster because that people lie.
Yes.
And they're gonna, you know what? This person loves your content. They've listened to it, and it's like, okay, great. So then, like, it's funny because I usually call that out.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you listened to our last episode? Oh, a few minutes of it, and we had one of them, and I'll just cut farther ahead. So we have one of them. We log on, and this guy is wearing a
Gulf of
America shirt, and there's a book in the back of everything that David and I are not.
Yes.
Right. Like
100%.
I'm not a Gulf of America guy. Right. Like say, and so it was just funny to me. Like
I'm going to interrupt you for a minute. The best part is the minute you saw his shirt, you took your headphones off, got up from the chair, walked over by the kitchen area, and just started laughing.
Yes.
While I'm staring at this dude going, are we going to fucking do this? Are we really going to fucking do this?
It was so funny. Somebody, I think it was Whiskey One. We went out to lunch the other day.
Yeah.
And he mentioned, and he goes, yeah, so I catch a couple of them on Twitch or whatever. And he goes, David didn't say a fucking word that entire thing. And I was like, I know. So I had to sit here and go, all right, we're doing this episode for an hour.
We went about 40 minutes. And finally, I gave Nick the sign. And Nick's like, all right, well, let's wrap up now.
But it was just,
And again, he really didn't have shit to say.
No, he was another beat around the bush kind of guy.
Yeah.
So it kind of bugged me.
So we did not upload that one. Nobody will ever see that. Typically, if I have ones I'm not going to upload, I might put it out there as we did an episode. If you want to see the lost episode,
right,
contact me with a guy that made a beer trivia board game. He was hammered before he got on.
Yep.
And the majority of the episode was him talking about hookers and blow.
Yep.
We did the episode. It was a train wreck from the minute go.
Oh.
I posted it hidden on YouTube because there were some people that were like, oh my God, I have to see how bad it is.
And, I remember the bottle being upside down in the air going, oh, buddy. And okay, so.
I literally had a bottle of whiskey and he just did this.
We've never not posted up until that episode.
Yep.
We try to put all of our content out, do whatever for you guys, because we try to be open books. But we asked him for a few weeks. He just never responded. We're like, hey, he
was sending us the game.
Right. We just want to make sure that this is what you want to represent because.
Are you okay if we post?
Yep. Hey, and he never responded. And so we decided, on the best interest of everything. That hey, this isn't where we should go with this.
It wasn't a great representation of what you and I do because we really weren't allowed to conduct a conversation.
Correct.
Because he was hijacking us every 2 seconds talking about literally hookers and blow.
Yeah, we'll see. It was, and so it was just, I enjoyed myself, right? Because
Yeah.
I was like, man, I just want to get with this guy and party, but it was not a.
I mean, he would probably be a fun party, but you might die.
Yeah, it's say right, and that's the chance I'm willing to take.
So, I mean, there are episodes that we won't put up. If it's boring, probably not going to put up. One of our most downloaded episodes. You and I have no idea what this man talked about. He was an older man, a boomer, and he had some investing thing that he did, and it was way over our heads. He talked for like an hour and a half without a breath.
Yep.
And then he's like, "All right, are you guys going to ask me some questions?" And Nick and I are like, first off, I don't know what the fuck to ask you because I don't know what you've been talking about for the last 90 minutes. And second off, what could we ask that you haven't already said?
Hey, Scott Bennett joined us. Thanks so much, Scott.
But it was just one of those things where I don't really know what to do with this guy. But
Right.
it was a very popular episode.
It was, and the thing is because I went to you and I was like, hey man, is my IQ just not smart enough? Did you understand what he had said?
Well, and me having the finance degree, you figure, okay, I'm the one. If you don't get it, I'm going to understand it.
Right.
I'm like, dude, I don't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Right. And
It was just so over our heads.
Yep.
And I'm not saying it wasn't a good thing. He said he made some money, lost some money, whatever. Supposedly it was a way to beat the system. You know, if anybody's interested, just reach out to me. I'll find the episode and send it to you. Maybe it's worth a listen to again. I don't know.
And that's just it. Like, because I'm always about learning stuff. It wasn't a bad episode. It just didn't hit our buttons because like
Right.
we looked at each other and go, man, are we dumb? Right? Because I'm not afraid to admit, like, investing is supposed to be boring and dumb.
Yes.
Quote unquote, set it and forget it. Right? I mean, you know what? I'm so proud. We talk about it all the time, and I'm an open book. So I hopped on the Betterment the other day, right? And I've been investing for my daughter and forever.
Mhm.
She's 10 years now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, 10 years because she's 10 and a half. She's got $43,000 currently saved,
That's great.
right? Like 15% of that, or sorry, 15,000 of that is earned money, right?
Yeah.
So, and 3,000 is dividends. So reinvest it. Like,
Yeah.
I try to teach you guys like $25 a week just adds up over time, right? And I think it's so hard because it's so boring. Like, I don't check it all the time. Like, I do it when we think about these things.
Yeah.
And otherwise, like, I'm like, you know, I'd like to figure out some episodes like when we have, because like I remember talking about it when it was like 21,000. I remember talking,
Yeah.
it's just like, holy crap. Like, it does what it's supposed to do.
So getting back on year in review, after How to Repair Credit, we did Passive Income, which that was the guy that does vending machines and stuff.
Yeah. Out of Chicago. Or
Yeah.
The Loop and all that.
Which I wish he also would have given us more information. It was light on the stuff we wanted to know about. Like, he really went into, because you were talking, vending machines, and I'm thinking about it, and he's like, well, you should just put them in all your rentals.
Right.
Which, okay, but he really didn't get into how do you source this stuff? Do you look for used? I mean, what are you looking for?
Right.
There could have been more information sharing, I think. And again, that's where we struggle with people we don't know.
Right.
Because if you're not willing to just come on here and bear it,
Right.
it's hard for us to really find those really noteworthy things in that interview.
Yep. And, you know, it's like, how do I find the information that I'm going to need to succeed, right? Without just going, oh, you just got to go do it.
No, 100%.
I think action is the biggest key, but I want to have some type of educated action, right?
Yeah, you don't want to just run into things blind.
Right.
You know, I would like a vending machine here.
Yeah.
But I don't have enough information to do that. So I don't have one, and I don't really have time to just go figure it all out.
Right.
So it was fine. It could have been better. Then we talked about a networking event we did in May, which is where we got Mike from.
Yes.
Mike Marin, who we talked about earlier in this episode. We got a lot of people from that, which we have their cards. We need to start booking these.
Sure do.
Your thoughts on the networking event? It was the SBAM event at Mitten.
Yeah, I had a good time. David had a great time.
Did have a great time. I
Um,
drank too much, which is why I'm not drinking for
right.
a while.
Say not he didn't drink too much that time. Say, but no, it was.
I was a little tipsy that day too.
Say, we got into a lot of people, and then we actually had quite a few people on now, and it's great because that's what it's about. We love having guests on that we've met and shaken their hands.
100%. And again, it lends to a better conversation because we have some kind of rapport with that person. And Soda Joe's a great example.
Yep.
We talked to him a few years back, and then we talked to him again this fall. And when we had him on, I think that was a great talk, a great episode. Again, I think that's the next one I'm going to cut up for social media. And we'll get into that episode in a little bit. So the next one we posted was a Pops and Pennies episode.
Okay.
Where we explained tariffs to kids so they could get some kind of understanding. Now, for those of you that don't know, even though we are Bucks and Brews, we also do kids episodes. We keep them to about 10 minutes, and we talk to the kids about, how does money work? So it could be saving, it could be the 3-jar system that Nick touts to literally every kid that we talk to.
Yeah.
It could be how does a store get their merchandise? Do they have to pay for that right away, or how does that work? I mean, we've had a lot, and this one was talking to kids about tariffs because, of course, tariffs on toys was a thing, is a thing because a lot of toys are made in Asian countries, and we have tariffs on those, and how is that going to affect the kids? And we kind of gave some examples. We did 2 that week, which the other one was uploaded somewhere.
Right.
I'm sure we'll see it. If I think I did it as part of a podcast, but it's on YouTube. If not, we really tailor those towards YouTube, so they will get uploaded to podcasting sites. But I mean, it's a 10-minute episode, so they don't get a lot of traction as a podcast per se. After that, we talked gig jobs because it'd been a while since we did a gig job episode. And we wanted to kind of revisit that and some of the things that are out there, some of the new things that have come out, stuff like that. I can't say I have a real recollection of what went on for that episode. Do you?
No, say I think it was a reiteration of getting Mike when he started and why he did it. For his he wanted to invest in dividend stocks and things like that.
Yep. So after that, we talked to Kelly Cousinal,
who was from the SBAM.
It was. She was at the SBAM meeting, and the episode is titled "Linking the Now Generation with the Next Generation." So she was helping boomers move on from their business.
We got to figure out which one this is for. David, who's cute? So Owen.
Who do you like better?
This is a priority of our life.
Nick gets really excited because he gets hit on a lot here.
Kind of
makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Yes, I'm beautiful.
I'm not gonna say you're not. Anyways, we talked to Kelly. I think Kelly was a great episode.
It was, and I love the fact that she's doing it out of the back of the RV, right?
Yeah, literally, she was on vacation with her husband in the RV, and she took like an hour or so out of her day to go in the bedroom and talk to us.
Yeah, which was great. Like she's like, "Oh yeah, we travel and they meet up and they do whatever." Tell me everything. Here we go. But yeah, so, and that was, figuring out how to get out of your old business, right?
Yeah.
Let the next generation take over.
Yeah. Again, that was we did that in June, uploaded it in July. You should definitely go check that out if you haven't. After that, we talked about 401ks and private equity because, they're wanting to allow private equity into your 401ks, which is a terrible idea.
Right.
Private equity is ruining everything. Honestly.
I mean, you look at the things that they've done to
the housing market.
Well, the housing market, you look at Red Lobster,
Hobby, not Joann's
Fabrics, right? I mean, so like private equity, they're not there. They're there for their pocket, right? They're strictly business. And I think, business is a different story. So
after we talked private equity, we said doing something financially that might not be smart, but is needed because I had just gone to a sports convention.
Yep.
Spent money I should not have spent, but I kind of needed a break and a reset.
Sure.
And I went with Mike, my best friend, and we had a lot of fun. Got a lot of pictures with some Cubs. Spent an obscene amount of money, but honestly, it was a really good day. I needed a break and a getaway, and we had a really nice time that day. And sometimes, even though the price not may be prohibitive, you sometimes need to just do those things. I almost bought playoff tickets today. Tangent
Really?
time, yeah. So I had the opportunity. It would have been lower level, right at the 50-yard line,
Okay.
$960.
Oh, that makes it way too much.
It's fucking cold in Chicago in January.
Yeah. It's a
I could go to the game this Sunday. It's supposed to be negative 20.
now hard pass from me, dog.
I'll watch the game in the comfort of my home
Yeah.
in the warmth.
You're not a diehard fan.
I guess I'm not.
Yeah. See,
You know what? If it was the NFC Championship game, sure, I might go to that.
Sure.
But regular game, wild card, no, fuck that. I'm not. No, I'm not. No, no, man. Hard pass.
Hard pass from me, dog.
So after we talked about doing something financially, which I did later because I went to two Cubs playoff games, which
Yep.
were fabulous. I had so much fun. And I took my mom to one of them, ring ring,
Ring ring.
because Mike was sick. Um, we did economic and political direction of the United States in August of 2025. This would be our second episode with Mike.
Like, yep.
We also had Jim in because he's our political expert.
Yep.
And then we had Scott Bennett, who, good friend of the show. We've had him on a few times.
Yep.
And we just kind of talked about what was going on politically and economically and how things that were being set by the administration is affecting people out there. And we had a good spirited conversation. Mike and Scott had some disagreements over, capitalism and communism, which I thought was a great debate. I really enjoyed that episode, Nick.
Yeah, it's like it was one that I didn't think I would have much input in, and ended up having more input than I thought I would. So
Yeah, you had a lot to say.
yeah, and again, when you're having people that are open to communication and having a real discussion, it makes it very well.
Mm-hmm. After that, we talked about outsourcing in the state of small business. We had my wife on for that one. That's a fairly popular episode
Yep.
because, of course, I feel I'm getting outsourced at work.
Yep.
And, small business is struggling right now, and it has been for a while. And she said to me the other day, actually, it was earlier today, she goes, "What do you think about suspending weekend pricing for this weekend and just having it the regular price? Do you think that'll drive sales?" And I said, "No, I don't. I don't think people are going to look at it and go, oh, I can save
I
$10.
should go now.
I'll go today."
Oh.
And she's like, "Yeah, I kind of get that." Because again, so things people may not know about me. So there were a couple years we were very, very broke. And Caitlin probably got 5 or 6 things at Christmas. Okay.
Yep.
I did what I could. And any other Christmas, except for those 2 years, she got a lot. Okay. A lot of gifts, spent a lot of money on her because that's what happened to me when I was a kid. Because again, I grew up in a house with a lot of people and bills were split a lot of ways. And my mom and my grandmother and my aunt had money to spend on me, and they did.
Yep.
So I've always done that with Kate. Nick, ask me how many presents I bought for my daughter since November 1st.
Go on. How many presents?
One.
Really?
I bought her one thing. That's
Okay.
it. Now I have some other things for her,
Yeah.
but I bought her one thing since November 1st.
Right.
That's not me. That's not what I do. And part of it is because she really doesn't need a lot. Part of it is because I really don't have a lot of extra to spend. I just paid off 2 of her medical bills this month. So, she was very grateful. She sent me a message on how much that helped her, which made me feel really good. And I still have one more to pay off for her, but I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on the holidays this year because there's just not a ton of money out there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So small businesses are struggling because people aren't coming here and spending money like they typically do. Dawn asked me during the summer, "Hey, run some sales on some stuff." And I go back to this. So we have a TV. Hang on while I make that work.
Puzzle piece.
We had a TV downstairs. It was like a 75-inch TV that I was selling for $90 for somebody to break.
Yep.
And during the summer, I ran Christmas in July and August. Okay. And I dropped the price 10 or $15.
Yep.
And it sat there. And 1st of September, first day we were here in September, I ripped that $10 off of the TV, and it sold that weekend for full price.
Nice.
And Dawn will tell me all the time, "You need to drop prices." I'm like, "Why?" unless somebody's looking for that specific thing, they're not going to buy it anyways. It doesn't matter what the price is.
Right.
You know, I'll have guitars down there that go the minute I put them out, and then I'll have guitars that sit there for a month.
Yep.
It depends on what somebody's looking for, and when they say, "Oh, that looks like it'd be fun to break," that's when they break them. I can't figure that out, and right now people are not buying a lot of extras. They're just not
No.
because money's tight.
Not enough money out there. So,
What did you think of that episode? It was Dawn was on that one.
yeah, I thought it was a good episode. I mean, it's always fun because Dawn has a different perspective from things, and say she gave me feedback, on some stuff. Oh, it's not because I'm trying to do this, and it's like, look, again, it's your. I tell you all the time, like it's your business, right?
Mhm.
I do what you want. Here's what I'm seeing, right?
Yeah.
And so, yeah, as you said, whenever somebody wants to buy something, that's when they're going to do it, right? It's not going to be everybody that walks in here.
Yeah. Well, I would hope that, sales are gonna pick up like they should.
For sure.
But I don't know that for sure. So I just keep doing what I do, which is, I show up to work.
Yep.
Like last Sunday, we had 3 appointments.
Yep.
That's not a typical Sunday in December at Break Room. We're usually full.
Yeah.
But people are choosier right now about their money.
Mhm.
And they're spending more money in places that they're not used to, like their electric and gas bills and their grocery bills.
Yep.
I saw a thing come out the other day that people are making more trips weekly to the grocery store because they don't have enough money when they go. So they pick up a few things and then they go home. And then when they get more money, they go and pick up a few more things,
Sure.
which, I mean, that's a tough way to live.
Yep.
And if you have a choice between doing something fun that day or putting dinner on the table, what the fuck are you going to choose?
Dinner on the table. is
Absolutely.
an option, right?
It's going to win every fucking time. And I don't blame anybody for that because I make the same decisions.
Yep.
So after that, we had another popular episode, not nearly as popular as the first time, Baseball Playoff Edition 2025.
There we go.
Which we only had one of the twins on for. It was Professor Seawick was on with me, you, and Mike.
He did it from his house.
And Mike did it from his.
Yep.
And we talked, going into the playoffs and stuff, and kind of did a reset on what we thought would happen. I think we all again picked the Dodgers to win it all. Brandon loves your beard.
I think it's yours.
Oh,
Salt
either
and
one.
pepper beard all day.
All right.
So
I'm glad you love mine. If you love mine, and if you love Nick's, I'm okay with that too. But yeah, so we always have fun talking baseball.
we do it. Baseball, softball, we do it all the time.
We do. After that, we talked the Charlie Kirk murder and the aftermath.
Yep.
Because it was poignant and on everybody's mind, and we kind of thought we should get into it.
Yep.
So we did. Gave our thoughts. After that, go ahead.
And prayers.
I mean, I don't pray, so
Oh,
thoughts.
thoughts.
I give thoughts because I don't pray. 'Cause I'm not religious.
Sent them.
But Meow joined. Meow.
Meow. Listen here, meow.
After that, we talked. We did our second Pops and Pennies upload. Is it easier to get into or out of debt, so that kids would have some idea of what to do? And obviously, it's always easier to get into it than it is to get out of it. So let's make good decisions ahead of time. After that, we talked coaching because we were both making a return to the softball field.
We did.
Together this time. Then we'd also talked economic numbers and possible real estate changes that were coming up for your business. We had a large gamut that day, which is great.
Watch the smutter language. I don't know what that means.
So if that was me, Kristen, I apologize. It could be because I brought up what happened there. Anyways,
Yeah.
After that, we discussed real estate investing with Brooke.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great episode. I thought that was a fucking home run.
Yeah.
That's another one I'll need to cut up. She did great.
Yeah. And Brooke knows her stuff. Her and I talk quite often.
Yeah. I really enjoy her. That was a very popular episode on YouTube.
Yep.
Gee, I wonder why. It's because they want to look at us, right?
That's exactly
100%.
to say.
Your long flowing locks and mine.
Dude, they're getting long.
I mean, mine are not. I just shaved this morning.
I do not.
You're still holding on to it.
Absolutely.
I just shaved all mine off.
So, right, I grow my hair out every year because I bowl nationals, and if you've ever seen Kingpin, you'll know who Ernie McCracken is. Um, also, so I'm a mixture of Ernie McCracken and Roy Munson. I have these big gaudy rings because I've won some championships, right, with my team. And so I walk in with a comb over, and I walk in, hold the hand up, and if you've seen the movie, you understand it. If you haven't, that's okay. Um, it's really fun to me. So
You want to talk tangent time for a second?
tangent time.
So, do you know in that movie that Bill Murray, when he had to throw those 3 strikes, actually threw three strikes?
3 strikes, yes.
And the crowd was going nuts for real?
Yeah. Yes, that's like it's amazing to me. The same as, did you know that Shooter McGavin made that really long putt?
I did not know that.
Yeah, so people were talking about how he couldn't do it and this and that. And so I think it took him a few times or whatever, but they're like, all right, the last one, otherwise we're gonna do this. And so and he came up with the take that man because he was talking trash
Yeah.
to all the other guys that were
Yeah.
out there. So he was literally talking trash
Yeah.
to all the guys that were down him.
And then he did it.
He makes it. And so I was like, that's amazing.
Christopher McDonald or McDaniel, is that his name?
Yeah.
He will always be Shooter McGavin.
Shooter McGavin.
Always.
Oh.
And I loved him in Happy Gilmore too. He was so great in fucking Happy Gilmore too.
My daughter, I love her to pieces, but she must be on her tablet because she keeps sending me would you rather be a vampire or a wizard? All these drawings of, guess what I'm drawing, kiddo. And guess what I'm doing right now? I'm working. So I'll on my way home I'll answer all the what did she draw?
After Brooks' episode, we had our third Pops and Pennies. Why is budgeting important? We talk about budgeting a lot on Bucks and Brews.
Yes.
And we talk about it a little bit on Pops and Pennies. It's important, and you have to know what you have coming in and going out so you can know what you can spend and can't spend.
Yep.
After that, coaching and travel ball expenses with Steve Osborne.
Yeah, I say that was because right during our coaching time, we had kids on our team that are playing travel ball. We had my assistant coach, that wasn't you, right? I gave him $100 for a fundraiser that he's doing, and I don't think I ended up winning, or I did, and he just didn't tell me. Who knows? But yeah.
There are probably people that don't understand our references, but that's okay.
That's okay with us.
Yeah, we don't mind. But yeah,
Oh, sorry. Hold on. 6, 7.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It means nothing.
I came up with a new thing today.
What?
7, 6 is the opposite. So my kids are bowling, and they had a 67 and whatever frame, and they're like, oh, 6, 7, and they did a 9 open.
Yeah.
And so I was like, 7, 6. So that was fun for me. So
I bet it was.
I think on my team we just made a whole new thing.
And they looked at you like you were crazy.
A couple of them bought it. They're like, oh, that's hilarious. You go backwards with it. And I was like, yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Anyways, Steve, we basically talked coaching for the most part and how he kept it cheap for people, which was great.
Portable.
Yeah, because travel ball for any sport is expensive as hell.
Okay, so here's where you guys can tell me I'm an asshole. So I was watching this video of a person doing good.
Okay.
And here's my problem. There's a guy who comes out and tells positive stories or whatever, and he's like, all right, so this kid's inside of a Shoe Connection, a Foot Locker, or something like that. And he picks up shoes, and he's like, Dad, can I have these? No, no, no. I told you your budget's $75. That's my budget. And so there's a girl there, lady, whatever you want to call it. And she's like, hey kid, just pick out whatever pair of shoes. She apparently bought 10 pairs of shoes that day.
Yeah.
And
I saw this one too.
Yeah, and so, but then it was like, oh yeah, my shoes are worn out because I'm playing travel ball, travel basketball or whatever. And it's like, you have the money to play travel ball, like maybe you should play rec, right? Like we talked about on that.
Did it say it was travel ball specifically?
Yeah,
I couldn't remember that part, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard from his story of the thing, and it was like the kid, oh, I need him for travel, and it's just like, man, like your dad's spending all this money, and
but again, maybe they're on a team like what Steve ran.
Maybe, hopefully,
maybe it's a cheap team.
Hopefully, and that's my bad for judging it, but it's just like, holy cow, like if and I get $75 is but that's what I respect about Shaq, right? Like Apparently, this kid was looking for something else. It's fine. I don't care. But like, Shaq came out with an affordable basketball shoe. Yes,
Well, there was that video too. Did I share that one with you?
probably the
The
late.
mom
Yes,
and her
who
son died.
yes.
Yeah.
Look, that touched my feelings. I'm not gonna lie to you, right?
Yeah, and Shaq reached out to her
Absolutely. Right?
and donated a bunch of shoes.
Yep. So and so I thought that was
He's a
really,
good dude.
he's a fantastic guy, right? Somebody that I, if you say, hey, you idolize Shaq, I'm gonna be like, yep. It's hard, right? Because um,
They say don't meet your heroes.
it's one I want to meet, though. You know, I mean,
I mean, sometimes they're just awesome fucking people.
yep. So, all
So
right.
after Steve, we did one of our favorite episodes every year, Reddit questions.
Yep.
So we scour Reddit and we look for people that are looking for financial advice and we give our take on it.
And then David gets kicked out of Reddit.
I got kicked out of the personal finance because I said, hey, we talked about you on Bucks and Brews. And then they go, you can't promote yourself. Fuck you. You're out. So I don't go on the personal finance Reddit anymore because fuck them.
Yep. I'm gonna say.
I mean, you could have given me a warning.
Right.
Well, did you read the rule? No, I didn't read the fucking. Like, I got time to read your fucking rules. Just
Just
tell me, hey, don't
know-
promote your shit.
I didn't know there was rules.
I mean, I thought Reddit was the fucking Wild West.
I
here.
thought so too. I thought that was the whole point of forums.
I thought so, but whatever. Fine, fuck you. I won't be on there. Whatever. After Reddit, we had Mike Marinan, who we talked several times about. He talked home care and again, great information from Mike. We met him at the same SBAM event.
Yep.
Networking, and Nick and him became friendly, and he's like, we got to have this guy on. And I thought it was a home run episode. We got a lot of great information.
Oh.
And again, I have some experience in that field because my mother was an RN for years and was a hospice RN towards the end of her career, and my wife did some home care stuff. So I have some experience, and I was able to ask, those kind of pointed questions. Like I asked about, hey, what if you have a family that wants to go out for a night?
Right.
What do you do? And he's like, well, that's respite care, and this is what we do. Because again, when you're taking care of family, you have to have options to not be there 24/7. And at that time, Dawn and I both worked out of the house. So we had to have somebody come in and watch my grandmother while we were gone because she'd broken her hip and she couldn't just be alone.
Right.
So after Mike, we did a mental health check in November, which, Nick and I tried to do those because unfortunately there's a lot of issues. And at that point, Marshawn Nealand had just passed.
Yep.
Who was a Godwin kid, and being a part of that community because I coached there for 8 years. Nick coached there for a year with me. We know some of those people, and I thought it was a really good time because my mental health has been struggling a lot in the last year.
Yeah.
I thought it was a good time to just kind of talk about that and remind people that you can call the suicide hotline 988.
Let's say, and we're human too, right?
Yeah.
We have feelings, we have compassion. So.
Well, and Nick and I are not shy about this. We both go to therapy.
Yeah.
It's an important thing that we do because again, it's if you don't get those feelings out in some way, it's going to come out in bad ways.
Yep.
I don't tend to fly off the handle and want to strangle people anymore because I at least do have therapy.
Well, and saying that's like I texted you yesterday, and I asked you, hey, am I reading this wrong or am I just in a bad mood?
Mhm.
And I went off and all that. And I texted my other buddy that works same place. And he's like, I hope you didn't send that to whoever. And I was like, no, of course not. I'm not dumb. I was like, this is just how I feel.
Yeah.
I was like, how stupid, how stupid are you? And but I realized I'm in a bad mood. It's me. Yeah. I'm the problem, and that's okay. Like, but at least I'm recognizing, hey, like, because it's something so small that has no meaning shouldn't mean that much, right?
Right.
Like, yeah.
Well, and so I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, you're right. So what's the next episode?
So after that, we did Soda Joe, who was our sponsor tonight. Thank you.
Yay!
From Kitty Wampus Soda. Again, we met him a few years ago at the Beer and Donut Fest.
Yeah.
And then we ran into him at the Granville Market that In Boost puts on.
Yep.
And we had given him one of our 3D prints.
Yep.
And
this one here.
Yeah, it was this one here. So this will hold your beer or soda, and ours says Bucks and Brews on it.
Yep.
So you can spin it around. But we gave him one of those, and he said, well, I'm going to come in for an episode, and he brought us all of their pop.
Yeah. and we drank all
And
of
we
it.
drank every one of them that night. And instead of going home a little tipsy, which we never drive tipsy, but sometimes we drink a little too much here. I have to get a ride from somebody.
Yeah.
So instead of going home a little tipsy, we went home probably in a worse way, hopped up on fucking sugar.
Oh,
Because these have sugar in them, a decent amount, and we drank 7 of them that night.
yeah.
I mean, we split 7 of them, which means we each
3.
had. I had one whole one that you didn't because it was grape and you hate grape.
Yeah. And
So
I think I had the whole one of
yeah, I only had a sip or two of the
Yeah.
cream soda.
yeah.
So we drank a lot of pop and we were bouncing off of walls.
Yes.
It was really good pop.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I enjoyed it again tonight.
I've turned people onto that too. Kristen loves the crash sounds behind us because we record in the upstairs office of Break Room Therapy, and right now we have a session with 25 people in it
It's
downstairs.
fantastic.
So that's exciting.
Say it sounds like 25 people.
Yeah, I mean they have every room, so and they're just going ham on shit, which is what you're supposed to do here. After Soda Joe, we talked about fixing the U.S. budget and our upcoming live event, which we did a drink and draw. I got a ride home from my wife that night because I again had a little too much to drink, and Jack Razor got a ride home from his wife because it seems he had a little too much to drink. And Nick tried to keep things together. That has not been posted yet. I don't know if it will be. Well, I have to listen back to it and see what things I have to cut out because I may have been in front of the camera and sticking my tongue out a lot. So
White off.
I'm not sure that's going to be great content. We got a lot of great pictures out of it, though.
Yeah.
Dillinger's mom wants one,
Okay, good.
so she was really excited to see that. After fixing the U.S. budget, we had Gary Hall on last week, which we've talked about a few times.
It made us take action.
It did.
So
Anytime you can take action from an episode that you listen to, I think that's a great episode, and hopefully other people are going to take action from it as well.
it's like, I mean, even though he's one of our people, right? Mike taking action to do dividend stocks was a huge
Huge.
benefit for us, right? Anytime we see action within ourselves or within others,
Danny and TJ,
right?
they went and bought a house because of the shit you told them.
And that we love to see action being taken. And so, I try to practice what I preach and look, I've been telling you I want to cut up. We've offered jobs to my niece. We've offered, and it's like, hey,
Tried to find other people.
right now, let's do it. And so, for me, it was quote unquote easier because I just ponied up a little bit of money and you're like, I know how to do this. Great, let's go.
Well, and I cut up the first one because we decided we were going to do Skylar's episode.
Yep.
And I did only the first hour because you're limited on how much you can do for free.
Sure.
And I sent you the one video and you just sent me money. And you're like, check your Venmo. And I'm like, all right, I guess we're doing this.
Yeah.
Which, mind you, I didn't pull the trigger until today because I just didn't.
Sure.
But I'm like, fuck, I got to get this done because if I don't do it today, who the fuck knows when I'm going to sit down and do this? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just doing it today. So I made the purchase today and I cut up the second episode. And I think after we're done here, if Nick doesn't have to run right away, I'm going to show him some of the things that cut up. That way he can have an idea of what we're going to post as well. We did talk at the beginning of the episode. We want to make a Bucks and Brews TikTok. So if you do follow me or Nick on TikTok, when we do create that, please go follow the Bucks and Brews one because we got to get up to 1,000 people to be able to
Go
live on that one because it would be easier to go live obviously on Bucks and Brews than it would be on my personal account. Nothing wrong with my personal account, but
But we're trying to make it its own business, its own LLC, its own thing.
right.
And then we want to get a Bucks and Brews Instagram. So that'll be a thing. So that way people can follow that as well. And be able to throw our shorts up there, right?
Yeah.
So when we get those. Another thing I wrote down is we have to come up with a number of episodes that we'd like to see for Pops and Pennies because it is one thing we try, but it seems to be very hard to come up with episodes that we can talk about for just 10 minutes, right?
Well, and
so
the best ones we come up with are the ones that people actually want to hear about.
kids ask,
So
right? Like,
please ask your kids, find out what they want to know money wise, so we can tailor things to them. Because I have a 30-year-old.
Yep.
I'm not teaching little kids about money at this point, or even teenagers about money at this point.
and if you ask my kid, right, she's gonna go, Dad, I don't want to talk about money.
Yeah, she can think of it.
Say, don't worry about because every time she's like, oh, I get to go.
Oh,
Spend
we
this.
have one. Ethan needs to raise money for a school trip by next year. Over 2,000 is needed.
All right, we'll write that down.
Write that down, Nick, and we will.
To raise
That's perfect. Thank you, Christy, for that
Money.
idea.
or school trip. Okay.
I probably have some shifts he could pick up at a certain business.
Oh, he's older. So
He's,
okay.
well, he's 15,
Okay, perfect. So
but he worked here at 14, so you know.
oh, and that's it. I mean, right? So figure out how, and we'll give you interest. We'll make an episode out of it. So, yeah, that'll be great.
Oh, she wants us to have him on to tell him what to do.
Absolutely.
We can do that too.
I say, we'll do we'll make it an episode. He'll come in and we'll make, he can do it remote or he can come in and
Yeah.
go to work. So
I do know Ashley wants to join us for an update. Your tenant.
yeah, perfect. Okay.
Because I keep talking to her about she needs to come back in. We need to reach out to Jesse and Adam again.
Yes.
I'll try to get Callahan Auto back on.
Yep.
It's not Callahan Auto, but Callahan Auto. Dummy boy.
Yeah. Say
If there are guests you guys want to pitch us, please, by all means. And if you want to come on and talk about your personal finances, we're happy to do those episodes. We've done those. Some of our most popular episodes over the 5 years are the debt talks that we did with Vanessa, Eric, and
Yep.
Gary.
and that's it. Like, again, we don't want to be the Dave Ramseys, right? But oh, Mike, thanks so much for joining us, Mike. I say that it's we've been talking about you. That's why he joined us. But yeah, so if you think of things that you want to see from Bucks and Brews, let us know that we're going to try our best to make things happen. Um, if one thing I'm doing horribly at is wearing my Bucks and Brews shirt and hat. I need to start doing it more because I wear it out in public all the
Yeah.
time, but like I don't wear it around my kids for coaching. So then I leave coaching
Right.
and I come here and I'm like, and so it's just like because I don't know where the school stands on it technically, right?
I wouldn't wear it at school either.
So it's just I show up here and I'm like, oh crap, I forgot, so it's
When I had to come from coaching, it would be in my car,
right.
and I just switch it in the car.
Yeah, I leave a shirt here, but I've gained too much weight to wear that one don't feel comfortable, and so it's like just being something comfort.
I remember one of the things I was going to say earlier that slipped
Yeah.
my mind. So, we talked about how much we love doing this.
Yes,
Do you ever sit there and go, man, I got to go podcast tonight? That sucks.
only sometimes.
I will have that sometimes though, and I'm like, God, I don't want to fucking do it.
Yep.
And usually once we get into it, I'm great.
Oh, that's kind of it. Like I'm not gonna lie, tonight, right? I'm dragging ass. Like I'm tired. I was exhausted. And I'm like, I have to leave coaching to go here, and like the past couple of weeks, I've just been so busy. Like I haven't had a night off, right?
Mhm.
Like, my calendar, and it's gonna fill up next week, but like look at the first couple of weeks, right? That's
Yeah.
all nightly stuff,
Multiple things.
just constant. Like I drove out to Ionia Tuesday for my nephew's band concert.
Yeah.
Like Monday, I had a match. Emerson had a choir concert. The week before, Emerson had a choir. Like just so much going on, and it's like even though tonight, like I told you because you're like fighting, you didn't fight me, but you're like, oh, and you're like I can't do Thursday, and I was like, well, you have no other option, right? You take Thursday or we don't do an episode.
Yep.
And you're like, I'll make it work. It's like, okay, great. Like literally my whole life is just packed. You say,
And that happens unfortunately sometimes where we're too busy to do stuff.
yeah.
Like even tonight, Dawn's like, you'll be available for me on Thursday night. I'm like, why? She goes, because we have a session using all 5 rooms. I'm like, I mean, as long as I don't have to check people in, I can clean afterwards.
Right.
So, and I mean, they'll be down there for a while and I can clean later.
Yep. So,
So,
is there people after?
oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Right. But yeah,
Excuse me.
so and then another goal that we created, I guess, is we'd like to start trying to earn $15 a month through some type of sponsorship through TikTok love, through Twitch love, anything, right? So we'd like to be able to monetize,
That way we can pay for the AI we're using.
right? Hopefully videos that we put out start getting us a little bit of money, right? Pennies at a time, right? And so I think that's going to be a journey that we'll try to do.
Yeah.
So,
So as always, guys,
like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family. We appreciate you listening
we
to
forgot to do that at the beginning,
Absolutely.
but that's all right.
That's for next year is to do that for every episode.
Good luck. It'd be like me calling Jack Razor the entire time instead of by his legal name. Thanks for joining us, guys. We love bringing you content. If you have ideas, please reach out. We will probably be back next week. What day, I do not know, but for those of you that do listen, thank you for listening. If you're listening at my job in the on-base team, don't tell anybody the things I say in private. It's been great being with you all this year. I hope you enjoyed Year in Review. We do these every year, and we'll be back next week with some different type of content. We'll see what it is.
Go.
You've dialed in.
To Bucks and Brews, you might hear something
You can use.
like tips on your cash or tips on the suds.
You're gonna want to
The
use.
smarts of these stuff.
Cause they know the
And
brews.
they know the Bucks, and they know they can't help the stubborn fucks.
So listen up, cause shit's not funny.
Save yourself some
Beer money. Bucks.
and brews.
Bucks and
Bucks
brews.
and brews.
Bucks and brews.